It's a very long scripture, but in your own time you can read that whole chapter. After I'll break it down and give you a little bit more meat about what we're talking about today. To my family and friends, we serve a God who will deliver. We serve a God who will deliver. Oh, yes. You see, a lot of times in life, we're going to go through the fiery furnace. All right. You see, this story talks about the three Hebrew boys, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Yeah. You see, they was put into the fiery furnace because they refused to bow down. Yeah. You see, a lot of times as we go through the fiery furnace, we know God that will deliver. Yes. Yes. It is the foundation of this family that we serve God. I remember coming here as a child. I used to beat the drums. I don't know what I was beating, but I used to beat them. All I know that I was coming to church and beating the drums. But that was my foundation. And I'm making 47 years old. And I can still feel that. And it's been years since I touched the drum set. But see, that was my foundation. Amen. But see, I'm going to ask a question. How far are you willing to go for God? That is a provoking thought in our minds. Because we serve a God who will deliver. You see, the enemy want to distract us. And I'm telling you today, family, do not be distracted. You see, the image was set up and everyone was asked to bow down and worship this image. But Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, it will come to as a distraction to them. You see, the dictionary describes distraction as it diverts you. It interrupts you. And it also disturbs you. It interferes you. But also distraction will also hindrance you. And it goes on to say that it's an extreme agitation of the mind and emotion. But we serve a God who will deliver. Now I remember, I'm going to say that this is for the young kids. I was trying to think of this song, but the song is Kiki, Do You Love Me, whatever. All right. Now, that song became the #1 song in America because the way the rapper described it. Now, let me get it straight before you start going me crazy. Now, to me, that was a distraction. It was a setup because the way it was being done, people was getting hurt. They were jumping out their cars just to do the little sign and dance. How you gonna jump out your car doing 20 miles an hour? It was a setup. So I saw, it was me and my wife's anniversary, and I saw, marriage couples doing that, and I said, man, I should try that. And I said, I'm gonna have to get my daughter, just the process, I'm gonna have to get my daughter to get behind the wheel, hold the phone. And I said, boy, my daughter don't know how to drive. That's dangerous in itself. I said, all this is a setup. And I saw my pastor friends on Facebook doing it with their wives. And I said, wow. I said, I'm not trying that. But it was much easier for me to just grab my wife, take a selfie, and we could just rock. Amen? You have to be careful about them setups.
And
now,
the song was Got Me in My Feelings.
Got Me in My Feelings. So, well, y'all know what I say, Kiki, do you love me? I don't know what you're saying. That's all I hear. You know? But what I'm trying to say is that we got to be careful with them setups. Now, when it was done right, it was beautiful. Yeah. You know how it was done. And you know, I saw where churches start singing it, but they put God in it. You know. But I mean, what I'm saying is you got to be careful with the enemy. And I'm like, man, people was getting hurt, they was getting run over and everything. I'm like, I said, wow, but be careful of the enemy distraction.
All right.
See, today, there are many distractions that we face in this lifetime. Even as we look around at our immediate surroundings, many of us leave our homes as good Christian young men and women. But when we enter the world of being alone, a world of turning our own keys, going in and going out, there is no mama, there is no daddy to say anything to us. And yes, the world I'm talking about is a distracted life. We tend to forget what our main goal was, but we get distracted. We start to be influenced by our peers, oftentimes in the wrong way. We forget that we once was Christians. Instead of telling our friends about Christ, we felt ashamed. We followed the crowd because there is no mama and daddy to tell us anything. We go out, we get drunk, we party, we get distracted from our main goal. And the scene in this story was set perfectly for the three Hebrew boys. They could have forgotten everything they know about God and worship the idols in fear for their lives. But they refused to get distracted. Today I'm saying to you, family, do not get distracted. Stay true to yourself and stay true to God. We serve a God who will deliver. But also we must be determined. We must have a determination. Determination in the dictionary says this: having made a firm decision and being resolved and not to change it. We have to be set on. We have to make sure that we are firm in our determination. We have to be steadfast, single-minded, unwaverable, family. We have to be persistent. We have to be strong-minded, strong-willed, unshakable Christian full-time. You see, because the devil don't work part-time. So we have to be full-time Christians because the devil wants us to be distracted. Despite all that the boys were going through, they were determined that they were not going to worship that idol. There are times in life when we are pressured to do things that we are not comfortable with. But we must be determined to do the right thing. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego set an example for us here in this text. But in both matters of religion, it's also to never sacrifice your conscience. Family is better to lose all than to lose your integrity. Be determined to stand up for what you believe in. Be determined to hold on to your faith. Be determined to hold on to God. Be determined, because we serve a God who will deliver. Although the boys were threatened with death, they were determined that not even death can separate them from the love of God. Romans 8:38 and 39 say, "For I am convinced, neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, nor present nor future, nor any power, nor height, nor depth, nor anything else in the creation will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus our Lord."
right, sir.
My family, be determined to stand up for what you believe in.
Yes.
Also, we talked about distracted. We talked about determination. Also, we're going to talk about being delivered.
Right.
All right, son.
I would like to ponder on this word, deliver. Deliverance.
Yes.
We must be delivered. And if we look at this text, when the 3 Hebrew boys was in the fire, deliverance says this. It's being liberated, released, discharged, rescued, set free. Deliverance in the Bible means that you are delivered from bondage and danger. The scripture tells us that there were not harm. There were not sins that robbed, nor not burned. Nothing was burned. But family, they did not lose. They lost something in the fire. They sure did. They lost their bonds that was bonding them together, that was holding them captive. That's what they lost in the fire.
Yes, yes.
In verse 24, the king asked the question, were there 3 men that we tied up and threw into the fire? Now I see 4 men walking in the fire, unbound, unharmed. The fire did not hurt them, or the only thing it did was snap their bonds. Family, there are many of us that are walking around bonded. And even when we go through the fiery furnace, we are still bonded. We serve a God who will deliver.
Oh, yes.
But God wants to set us free.
Yes.
But once we hold fast to God, we will be delivered.
Yes, we will.
No matter what the trials and temptations are. But once we remain faithful, God will deliver us. Remember what he said, I will never leave you, nor forsake you.
Yes.
Many of us go through the fiery furnace in our lives.
Oh, yes.
Sometimes we wonder if God is there with us. And yes, he is.
Yes.
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were so sure that God, they served, will deliver them. And he did.
Yes.
This just goes to show you that God will never fail us. You see, some of us believe that once we are Christians, we are free from all temptations and trials and tribulations. But let me tell you something. In this time, that once you announce publicly that you are a Christian, that's when the devil attacks. You see, the devil doesn't go after sinners because he has no time to waste. He has them already. He attacks the children of God. So family, be on your guard. Because the devil attacks from behind. You cannot see these attacks. You cannot see them coming. What do you do in a fight you cannot see? What do you do? In a good time, we go through the fiery furnace of life. Because we only come out stronger. It increases our faith. After the king saw the Hebrew boys were alive, he joined them in praising God. Let others see you praising God. And as a result, they will want to do it too. My family, God is saying to us this day, like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, do not be distracted. We must be determined. And we must be delivered. We serve a God who will deliver. Our God is able. Give me a few more minutes and I'm down. You see, God has the power to perform. We serve a God who will deliver. God has the power to reach you wherever you at. Because God is omnipresent. He is everywhere at the same time. God has the power to set you free. God has the power to pull down strongholds. We serve a God who will deliver. You see, the king was wondering who is the fourth man. You see, we serve a God who is able. He asked the question. Jesus. Yes. He is God's Son. Yes. Who is the fourth man. Yeah. I wish I could describe it, but he is indescribable. Yeah. Who is the fourth man? He is incomprehensible. Who is the fourth man? He is invincible. Who is this fourth man? He is irresistible. Who is this fourth man? Who is this man? You see, Pilate could not fault him. Who is this fourth man? Herod could not kill him. Who is this fourth man? Death could not conquer him. Who is this fourth man? Who is this man? He is Alpha and Omega. Who is this fourth man? He is the first and the last. Who is this fourth man? He is the beginning and the end. Who is this fourth man? He is the God of the future. Who is this fourth man? He is the God of the past. Who is this fourth man? He is Jesus Christ, and you can trust him. Who is this fourth man? He is the one who was nailed to the cross. He was the one who fed 5,000 men plus women and children. He was the one who raised the dead. He was the one who gives sight to the blind. Who is this fourth man? He was the one who turned water into wine. Who is this fourth man? Who is this man? He was the one who walked on water. Who is this fourth man? He was the one who calmed the storm. Who is this fourth man? Who is this man? He is the King of kings. He is the Lord of lords. He is the one who went on the hill called Calvary. He was there all night, Friday night. He was there all day Saturday. He was there all night, Saturday night. But early Sunday morning, he got up. He got up with all power in his hand. He is Jesus. He is the fourth man. He is the one who will deliver you. He is Jesus. We serve a God who will deliver. Family, we can't be distracted. We must be determined, and we must be delivered.